Guys, Brian back here with a look at Caspa. I got some price predictions for you guys that came out. Pretty impressive for Caspa. We're going to go over them. They, if them come true, there are going to be a lot of rich people out there holding this token or coin. So let's get into this, guys. I have been dissecting and dissecting this thing. All right, this chart here. It's on the daily. Let's go to weekly here, just to try to see what's going on here, okay? First off, all right, let's look at this. We have this wedge forming, obviously. Okay, if you take, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we had 5 waves up here. All right, then we ended up having an extension here that went on for 6, 7. Okay, which if we, I went through these and broke these down. Okay, right here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 4, 5. Okay, then you have there's a A, B, C in here. Okay, there's also 5 waves in there, but there's an A, B, C in there. Up here, it ended up being a A, B, C with 5 waves down. Okay, and then right up here we had A, B, C. Okay, then we had 1, 2, 3, right up here, 4, 5. And we also had right in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Right, we go over here. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, that's the 5 waves here, A, B, C. 5 waves here, A, B, C. 5 waves here. Okay, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. All right, there's our bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get all these off here now. All right, which came out just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right over here in the Elliot waves, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, then you're supposed to have 5 waves down, a bigger A, B, C pattern here. Okay, so if we go back over to our chart, right after them, these 5 waves over here, so we're going to ignore everything from the 5th wave back. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. You can see right in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 waves down, right over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, then an ABC up. Whoops, leave site, no, don't want to do that. Alright, we had that, but instead, here we had, there's 5 waves up in here, right? There's no, let me see here, 702, no, that doesn't measure out right for an ABC. You can see 5 waves there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what convinces me even more that that was not an ABC is if we went and measure this 5th wave out with our fib, which would have been a 1618 right there. Okay, the 1618 is right where my line's at that target. You can see that wick right up there. So that tells me that that was definitely a 5 waves up there. All right, so we had 5 waves down, then we had 5 waves up. 3, 4, 5. All right, we go back over here. We had the 5 waves down, but then we ended up having 5 waves up again. Okay, so if that threw that off, then in here, this bigger move here ended up being a big ABC. All right, with 5. Now, let's measure this out real quick. We pull that down on top. Alright, it works out pretty good. Okay, that pretty damn close, pretty right on there. Alright, but that was a bigger move there. Right here, A, B, C. Go back to Elliot wave here. Whoops, sorry about that. You know, this ABC should be a huge, a big ABC. Okay, something on the lines of, let's see here. You can see our fifth wave. Our fifth wave ended right here. Okay, give you an idea. Just ignore all this here. 2, 3. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Screwed that up. Let me just do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. This is I'm concentrating on this fifth wave. This correction didn't even. You know, this is a fifth wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your fifth wave. Go back over here. That's our fifth wave right up here. Alright, so this correction just came down a little bit past that fifth wave right up here. Okay, just pulled down slightly. This correction that they're talking about pulls back down right within between the 2 and the 3 wave. Alright, the bigger correction, if you come across here, you can see it's right in the middle of the 2-3, which would put us, if you go into correction, let me get rid of that stuff. Oops, alright, hold on. Sorry about that. If you go between the 2-3, as a correction point. Just hang with me, guys, please. I got a lot of time in looking at these charts here. All right, if this would pull down to where this Elliott wave correction should go, all right, right below the 4, between the 2-3. Here's your 4. You know, they're talking about you know, way down there, like you know, even halfway between your 2-3 is at 1.5 cents. Is that going to happen? I honestly, I don't believe so. But if you take a measurement of this wedge, let's see what that gives us. You know, I'm just trying to tie everything together here and get an idea of what is happening here. Huh. Okay, you got your C wave right below your 4, and this is basically, yeah, you know, it doesn't have to look exactly like this. And this big ABC, this is 5 waves down, 3 waves up, and 5 waves down. All right, we're already off that pattern. We had 5, 5, 3. We're in a 5, 5, 3 here, which 5, 5, 3. This almost, you know, that's a huge correction. I just don't see that happening because you know, possible, I guess. Anything is possible. All right, this wedge, let's look at these RSIs here a second, all right? So the point I was getting to was we finished out this Elliott wave pattern. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. We finished that. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. All right, so them 5 waves, wipe them right off there. Okay, we're done with that. That move is over. But we ended up going for an extra extension up here to a new all-time high. All right, so that's what's just barely, but we did get it. Okay, so now we obviously, this is a corrective move right here, the ABC. Now we're going to push back up in here. There is a possibility to break out the top of this wedge, you know. I'm not giving false hope at all. You know, 75% of the time, this is going to break down. Okay, that's just the facts. We cannot go up forever. You're going to have corrections. That brings new buyers in the market. That it builds support and resistance levels. You know, this is... you know, we're building nice support levels through here. These yellow lines, these are weekly support levels. Okay, so solid areas. You can see how I put them in there, right there. You know, you got solid support here. You got solid support up through here. Really solid support through here. Nice support line that we're on right now. Okay, then you got one right up here. Then you have your right around your all-time high. Very good. So these are solid areas. So for it to break down through there, it would take a lot to lose all these levels. Okay. So I mean, I don't see that happening. Okay. If we end up having ABC in here, all right. First off, this A leg is going to have to. This is going to have to break down. Okay. It's going to have to break through this level, and come down something. I don't know if we get a big correction, something like there. Okay, then you would have something to work with. All right, then you would have a B up to the 702. You'd have your bounce back up. All right, and then your bounce down. Where would this head to? This is just hypothetical here. Okay, this is what would have to happen to have a bigger correction, right? You'd be looking, so we're 2-3, and I'm not saying this is what a bigger ABC would look like, okay? Like we're talking over here on Elliot waves, a bigger ABC, and you would have 5 waves down here, then 3 waves up, then 5 waves down. I'm sure it's not going to work out like this. I'm looking at support levels in here for the A leg, if that's an A leg coming down, for places for it to grab. Okay, now say it comes and grabs right here at this level, right at the 3-4. That would be a good spot. All right. We're just trying to figure some stuff out in here, guys. You got your A leg, your bounce up to the 702. What kind of pullback would this give us here? Up to the 702, right to there, and then your fall down, right, which would bring us down 2.5 cent level. If this correction happens, it's going to be a good buying opportunity if it happens. All right, now let's look at the RSIs, and then let's get to these price predictions. You got your weekly. Weekly still heading down. All right, that's the one that I believe is going to, in the end, pull us down here. These rising wedges are tough to break out of. You really got to have some serious momentum to push up out of here. The gas tank is getting a little empty on this thing, and you can tell it from the waves right here. You have this massive push, a little bit higher, pull back, and a little squeak up there, just a little bit higher. It's running out of gas. It needs time to take a break, regroup, get this weekly back down to the bottom, get that corrected down. That's where we're gonna have our next nice push after this weekly gets down to the bottom. Could be a very good buying opportunity, like I said, for people if we pull down here. This thing pulls down to 2.5 or something. I'm really stacking up, for the next shoot up. All right, but we got that weekly pulling down. We got the daily. The daily's at the bottom. The daily is still bullish. And don't for 1 second think that this cannot rip back up here and head out the top. It's going to do what it wants to do. It doesn't matter what YouTubers or chart guys say. If I was right every single time, I wouldn't be doing these videos. I'd be, sitting on a beach somewhere, soaking up the sun, because if it was that easy, it's not. It takes a lot of work, a lot of paying attention to stuff. When I look at this structure right here, this is what I see. All right, this is what I see in my head. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I see, because I see a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 waves to me, and that's just from looking at these charts. All the time. Looks like 4 waves coming down. Looks like a 5th wave down. We'll see if it is or not, but that's what it looks like to me. All right, but then you have your ABC here. Okay, then that would kind of wipe that out, because a 5th wave down. But we'll see what happens. We got the daily pushing up. We got the 12-hour. 12 hours rolled over. It's at a 20 and a 23. So the 12 looks like it wants to pull down. Got the 8-hour rolling. It's starting to roll over down here at the bottom. See what it's doing. Pull these up a little bit so I can see both of them. It's still pushing up a little bit, but you can see it losing momentum. 4-hour correcting. All right, so And if you guys got the trading courses, and I'm going to give a big shout out to my members. Thank you so much, guys. You guys keep this. You really do. You keep the channel going. You know, I don't do it. That I'm not obviously. I don't make a pile of money doing this. I enjoy doing it. You guys are great, man. I love interacting with you guys and in the comments and stuff. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. And if you didn't watch the videos, I obviously wouldn't be doing this, but I very much enjoy it. And if somebody learns something out of it or gets something out of it, then it was all worth it in the end. And if you guys are interested, then like I always say, I hate to be like a pushy salesman or something, but if you want to become a member, it's 99 cents a month. You get the trading videos for $14.99. I think there's 17 videos in there now, about 7 hours worth of content. There's a lot in there, so you can learn all this stuff over there. You get access to them, and start doing this stuff yourself. That's where you make the big money. You start looking at other charts and digging in there. I put a new video out yesterday, how to retire on crypto, how to look up the next big gainers. That was just a bit. That was for any member. That was if you're just a member, 99-cent member or whatever. You got that video. So I like that video. That's how I come up. That's how I got my 500x. Crypto's last bull run. But anyway, let's get moving on here, guys. The 4-hour RSI is pulling down. You can see it looks like it wants to curve up down here at the bottom. It's curving up. I think this thing's probably going to break down. We're probably going to lose this 4-1 and push down, possibly down here to this 3-4 level. That could be coming next. Quite honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what kind of target this gives us here. It's saying around 3-7 for a fifth wave, if that's what it's doing. What's it look like to you guys? Does that look like 5 waves down right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on here, guys. I believe that's probably what's happening. We need this weekly. We need that weekly RSI. All right. We need this thing to cool down. We need this to come back to the bottom, right down here, and then our next blast up. All right, so probably a great buying opportunity coming up for everybody. And what more could you want? This thing is going to be flying pretty soon. Sorry about that. I wanted to get that stuff off there before I forget it. All right, let's move on, guys. I'm going to get these price predictions here. I got 2 things to show you real quick. First off, let's get up here. All right, Bitcoin hanging in there today. It's up a whole $16. 16 bucks. Come on, Bitcoin. This thing needs to do something. We looked at this yesterday. You can see this channel that Bitcoin is coming up in. We'll see what happens. Well, I talked yesterday. I said it looks to me. I hope I am wrong on this, man. I really do. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. We got gold. Gold is flying today. It's up 60 bucks. That's on a monthly. Let me put it on the daily. Look at this thing. Look at that green candle. It's coming right up against our resistance line here. Got that daily getting towards the top here for gold. Look at that rocket on the bottom, just straight up. You got the weekly turning up, and you got the monthly rolling over. I think gold is going to go set new all-time high, quite honestly. I mean, look at that chart. I really do. Let's look at this thing. Just curious what this, looks like a 4th wave and a 5th. It did that triple tap at the top there. All right, guys, let's move on here. Nothing else really impressive out there as far as veracity. Veracity starting to move. I've been doing videos on that, telling, talking to people that, did a video yesterday. Did a perfect 786 pullback. Here it goes. starting to take off. This is a wave 1, 2. Here comes the wave 3 for veracity. I took a beating in the comments over that. Oh, this thing's crap. This chart don't look good. Well, here it goes. It's up 6.5%. You got the daily just about reset, ready to head up. So I think veracity is going to make a hell of a run here. Let's get over to these price predictions here. All right, Kaspa. If you're looking for the Kaspa price prediction or find the potential of Kaspa coin, this price forecast can be helpful for you. Our price forecast is based on a deep technical analysis and the past performance of the Kaspa coin. Kaspa is a trending coin in the market and has gained a significant increase in 2023. Here we will try to analyze the potential in the long term. It's a proof of work. Kaspa is one of the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1. It's a block DAG. It's a proof of work engine like Bitcoin and Litecoin. And this is from Telegon, TELEGAON.com. Right? They do a lot of price predictions. We're going to get right down to them. We're not going to read through all this. We know what Kaspa is. All right, Kaspa price prediction. 2023, minimum 4 cents, average 5.5, maximum about 7. 2024, 7 cents for a minimum, right around 10 cents for a max. 2025, 11 for a minimum, 25 cents for a maximum price. 2026, we have 26 cents and 41 for a maximum price. Now it starts getting pretty interesting here. 2027, 43 cents, 73 for a max. Wait till you see these prices, guys. It's going to blow your mind. 2028, 64 and $1.12. 2029, $1.18 and a maximum of $1.77. Here it comes. 2030, $1.79, $2.84. 2040, $6.25 and $8.14. Look at this. By 2050, $18 to $22. Is that possible? $22. Wow, what would that be? Let's see. 22.31 divided by 0.04. That would be a 557x. Wow. So for every 1,000 you had, you get a $500,000 back. $22. Could you imagine? That would put our market cap so high. I mean, geez, at 5 cents we're at 1 billion. Okay, so at 10 cents would be at 2 billion. 6, 8, 10. The dollar would be at 20 billion. At $10 would be at 100 billion. 100 billion. All right. At $10. Possible? Yeah, I believe it's possible. $100 billion. Coin market cap. I think that's about, it's a little less, I believe, than ETH. I think ETH is at 185 billion. So for $10, we'd have to get to 100 billion. All right. Yeah, it is possible for $10. For 20 at 200 billion, that would take it above Ethereum, but that wouldn't be all time. That would, if we look at historical snapshots, 2021. 100 billion for $10. Let's go to April 4th. All right, Ethereum was 241 million. That's when Bitcoin was over $1 trillion. So we would put it up with ETH at $20. Absolutely possible. I mean, if people talk like this is the next Bitcoin, it's built like Litecoin, everything. Litecoin was at 13 billion there, but then the next bull run, Bitcoin probably going to be up to $2-3 trillion market cap. Ethereum is probably going to be up 2, 4, 6, probably around 700 billion. Is it possible for Caspa to hit 100 billion, $10? Maybe. All right, we'll have to see. Bull runs can get absolutely insane. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate your patience and your time. You guys are the best. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.